Good morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 41. Please subscribe. This is a favorite lesson. It's a favorite lesson for many, and I base that on the comments that I get from the past years of me doing these videos. And the lesson is God goes with me wherever I go. I have used this lesson with some that I have counseled. I do spiritual counseling, and if they are feeling alone, if they're dealing with issues of loneliness, if they're feeling abandoned and have deep-seated abandonment issues, this lesson will help to reverse all of that. In fact, the lesson has that it will cure. This lesson will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss. Cure isn't a word that the Course uses often, but it does a few times, and this is one of them. Today's idea will eventually overcome completely the sense of loneliness and abandonment all the separated ones experience. We are the separated ones. If we believe we are not a part of God, but rather we are a part from God, Janitism, then yes, we are separated. We believe we are separated, and in that belief, we also feel that we are alone and perhaps abandoned. Depression is an inevitable consequence of separation, and we know that to be true. So are, and listen to this list, anxiety, worry, deep sense of helplessness, misery, suffering, and intense fear of loss. These are the outcomes of believing that we are apart from God. The separated ones have invented many cures, in air quotes, for what they believe to be the ills of the world, also air quotes. But the one thing they do not question is the reality of the problem. There is one problem, spoiler alert, and there is one answer to that problem. The belief in separation is indeed the problem, but the problem is not real. And as this paragraph goes on and says, and the problem is not real, and foolishness it is to believe in it, but despite the serious and tragic forms it may take, and it may, many have resorted to extreme means to try to not feel lonely. This course can seriously help all of those issues. Paragraph 3 is so beautiful. It says, deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. It will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss. It will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out of allegiance to them. As I've said this before, a belief is only a thought that we have thought over and over and over again. And now, because we have thought it so many times, we now think it's real. And if we think it's real, then we're going to defend it. And that allegiance to that thought system that is wrong is what has caused suffering. Now, the next paragraph tells us you can never be deprived of your perfect holiness because its source, big S source, goes with you wherever you go. God goes with me wherever I go. And you can never suffer because the source of all joy goes with you wherever you go. And you can never be alone because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind because God goes with you wherever you go. Now, it says you don't believe this. We understand. You don't believe this. But how could we? Because this is a truth that we have hidden from ourselves. We've placed it in a space and now surrounded it by clouds or walls or curtains so that we don't readily get to it. But within the truth, within all of those clouds, those walls, those veils, those curtains, there is the light. And the light can never be destroyed. It might be hidden from us, but it is there. There's only one practice period today. It says as soon as we get up, it's 5 minutes. It doesn't say it's a meditation, but it is a meditation. And it's telling us to, try to go and say the idea for the day slowly, and then try to go into a inward turning past idle thoughts of the world. Try to enter deeply within your own mind, keeping it clear of any thoughts that might distract you in any way. It is going into that gap between our breath, that gap between our thoughts, between our heartbeats. Go into that space. In that space is truly where we know we can find God. He is there, she is there, waiting for us to enter into it and say, yes, I know you are here for me. And then, of course, to repeat the idea frequently throughout the day. The practicing the meditation is like 5 minutes, but stay longer there if you can, if you feel it. It says, again, so many lovely lines in this, that it's quite possible to reach God. In fact, it's very easy because it's the most natural thing in the world. Of course, it's so natural for us to reach our celestial parent. You might even say it's the only natural thing in the world. The way will open if you will believe that it is possible. All things are possible with God and for God. This exercise can bring you startling results, even the first time it's attempted, and sooner or later it's always successful. Such good information, and to boost us and to let us know we cannot fail. And that's true, we cannot. So we'll go into more detail about this. It says as we go along, but this practicing will never fail completely. Throughout the day, repeat this idea, preferably with our eyes closed, but not necessarily, because you might not be in a situation where that works. But remind yourself as frequently as you can that God goes with you wherever you go. And then the last line of this lesson is, so beautiful and so telling, and maybe should be a bumper sticker, because it says, you can indeed afford to laugh at fear thoughts, remembering that God goes with you wherever you go. Wherever you go, God is there with us. We have mighty companionship, and always there for us and with us to support us, to guide us. We are very blessed as children of God. That's it for today, and I hope that helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. If you want, go back to previous years' lessons. They're still on YouTube. And last year, because we talked about the light, and I ended the lesson with saying, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And I like that a lot, so I said it again. Like, share, subscribe, smile at this good news lesson, breathe in, release the breath, and just pray for the awareness of this truth to come to all of us soon, very soon. Namaste.